context and introduce the Della Leaders Club. Who better than the founder himself, a first-generation entrepreneur who has founded and is running 6 successful businesses, a man with passion and a zest for life like I have never seen before, a man with a commitment to social betterment, someone who doesn't see the world as it is, but as it should be. He's not only an entrepreneur, but also a giver. I would like to invite the brains behind DLC, the man himself, Jimmy Mistry.
What an amazing evening. My heart is overflowing with the amount of support. It all started not in a jiffy. I became a part of EO about 4 years back. It was a wonderful experience getting into a forum. Thank you. Before that, I'd heard the word forum and I was hardwired to believe that a forum consists of 100, 200, 300 people. It's a CEO forum, CIO forum, CTO forum, CMO forum. And you just go there, meet them for 2 days, 1 day, whatever sessions, and then you may never meet them again. But these forums are very different. And the advantage that I've derived in my life by having a support system got me kick-started to think, why can't there be a platform which is more democratic in nature? So the YPO started this 25 years back, amazing organization. The best eminent men and women in the world are a part of YPO and EO. But what happens, YPO and EO are very selective, not more than 300 people in most cities in the world, and not more than 400 in Mumbai. Amidst as many chapters as they have spread up across, what happens to the balance 4,000 people in Mumbai who also deserve to be a part of a forum and a platform and a global community? I started researching what are the global community platforms available. Argonauts Club, CEO Forum, we've researched all of them. We realized that all of them are only talking about business. And for me, business is money, yes, but for me somehow, significance holds a much important place in my life. So I don't measure people by the size of their balance sheets or their net worth statements. I measure people by the number of human lives they have touched positively. That is, thank you. I think day by day, as days progress, that should become the true measure of success, because nothing else matters. So I realized for significance, you can't begin with significance unless and until you are ready to help others. What best way to help others than through your own domain knowledge? I started thinking what domain knowledges are required, and that's how we created the entire foundation and platform of DLC on this premise. We said business is equally important for significance as is lifestyle. And no other organization in the world gives equal importance in the same platform to business and lifestyle. Also, organizations create silos. Some organizations are meant for entrepreneurs, some organizations are meant for professionals, and very few organizations are meant for young leaders. These are 3 different kinds of animals. I had to bring them together. I was advised not to do it. It's suicidal to do something like that. I said, okay. I heard everybody. I must have done about 700 plus documented Zoom calls across the world. Each of these committees, we started onboarding people, and my team got activated. We started getting men of eminence and women of eminence that we had never imagined to get them on board. And all of this is in an honorary capacity. This led me to believe that yes, there is potential and need across the world. Like my friend Nakul said, the problem we are trying to solve, there isn't a single common platform which gives you knowledge when you need it, which gives you business, lifestyle, connections, and entertainment. Within no time, we built up a team amidst most stringent lockdown. Night and day, we've worked across the world. We managed to garner the support of 170 of the most powerful people in New York. Barack Obama's Chief Strategic Advisor, Barry Johnson, Soumitra Datta, ex-Dean of Cornell, current Dean of Oxford University. He's assuming office on first week of July. We've got the current Dean of Thunderbird University, which is affiliated with the Arizona State University. This is only the tip of the iceberg. We also have the board member of Stanford, Ronald Diamond. We also have David Schwartz, one of the most leading criminal lawyers in the world. Surprising. When you call people in India who are hardly arrived, hardly achieved and are struggling, they don't have the time for you. Each time I've called up David Schwab's, he's always been ready, willing, and able. So I never stopped with it. I was advised we should open it first in one city and then see how it goes. I made sure it's a global platform, and global platform had to be present globally. So we decided to be co-headquartered in Mumbai, co-headquartered in New York, because New York is the most powerful chapter. We are launching a physical event in New York like this in August. London, Hong Kong, Singapore, Dubai, Bangkok, and 9 cities in India. So without taking any more time, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think of DLC? What is it that doesn't explain to you in spite of all our efforts on the website? I agree it's a gigantic platform. There are more than 2,400 microsites on the platform. There are brand collabs. Every quarter we are adding 600 videos that we shoot, record, edit in-house. We do not use any content. And I also realize there is enough and more noise on Google. Why do we need content? For entrepreneurs and management, there is no filtered content available. So if Boman Irani is looking for the top 5 consultants in digital marketing, how does he get the knowledge how to get the best out of them? So management knowledge of the domain, it's not generic knowledge. So throughout these domains, 600 videos, we have a team of close to more than 190 people working full-time in DLC right now. I would love to take a few questions from you guys and end my talk with that. DLC Intellect Pop-Up. Another thing I realized, I'm a creative person, and for me, creativity is what ticks me. There isn't a single platform in India and globally that invites and converges the creative world. The creative world to come together, celebrate, enjoy. Very often we are invited to events where we just go, pick up a glass of wine, say hi, and then us friends get together and go and sit in the same coffee shop in the same hotel. Because we are done to death with these mundane events. How can we go ahead and create events where you don't need to pamper somebody and invite somebody? People should block their calendar because they think this event is going to be worthy of their time and their personal time. They will gain knowledge, they will gain connections, they will gain lifestyle, they will get a whole different exposure. So we are curating food, we are curating wine, spirits, cigars, watches, jewelry, events, everything on the lifestyle side. So this is one such event. I'm sure in the next couple of events, we will get our act together more, keep it more tighter, and get more and more brands to collaborate so that we can curate experiences. Most of our members are not interested in discounts. I think we've all crossed that stage long time back. Whatever little discount comes is a byproduct, but all of us entrepreneurs and professionals crave for experiences. So our entire brand collab is all about experiences. We also have social impact, and within social impact, we've resolved to stay away from money. The intellect that we've got of 2,400 people, how can we depute and deploy that intellect for the betterment of society, humanity, and planet Earth? I end my talk with that. Let me take any questions that are there. I've got Vijay over here.
What is the best benefit according to you joining the DLC?
Vijay, it's not one benefit. The best benefit is you become a part of a global community. And that is incredible. Vijay decides to go to Africa and start a business. You are not going to go and search and select for a lawyer and do this. You reach out to our members in Africa whose microsites are on the platform and decide what do you want to do. Entrepreneurs are always ready to help. Like I told you, life of significance, and the busier the person, the more free the person is for you. So that's the biggest takeaway. You become a part of a global community, learning, motivation, lifestyle, experiences, social impact. When you join a social impact that resonates with your heart, you get to meet such amazing people who also think like you, but are not from your profession. Right? So that becomes another interesting one. Global summits becomes a confluence of knowledge, and because we are not in the business of global summits, the knowledge on that platform is going to be goddamn disruptive. Because we don't need to pamper the egos of our sponsors. Our members pay us. And our loyalty rests only with the members. I hope that answers your question. Okay, anybody else? I can't see a hand. Okay, behind.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Anis here.
Anis.
I believe in you, but I still would want to know where will DLC be in the next 5 years? And how will it impact human lives positively?
So let me begin by saying I'm humbled to announce Forbes New York put us as the world's first business platform. So when I called up the editor and said, need an interview, the story needs to be told, I was ridiculed. I said, okay, can I have some time with you on Zoom and I'll convince you why am I saying it. This is not a transactional platform, but there is no other platform in the world that addresses the needs of entrepreneurs, professionals, and young leaders together. 360 degree. any kind of support, any kind of connects. We are the only platform that openly says we are not for networking. Again, I was told by so many people across, that's suicidal, dude, you can't do that. Every platform is for networking and people come for networking. I think networking is a very frivolous, money-driven activity. It's great at some point in your business, but once you've already achieved and arrived, you don't need frivolous networking. You need strong connections that will last beyond the evening and through your life maybe. I've got my connections like Kevin, who I met because of a forum, and I think our connection is going to last for a lifetime. So there are so many people between age, gender. We are a new generation organization. We do not believe in black, white, religion, countries, borders. We've been so welcomed by the Dubai government at DIFC. We've been given a red carpet welcome. It's been unbelievable, the journey. I can share experiences. During the UN session, we had our New York launch, and we had Barry Johnson to step out of the UN session, during the ESG launch, and actually talk to us and our members. I think that was something else. So, all in all, there is enough and more. In the next 5 years, we plan to expand to multiple cities, and we plan to have physical setups in each and every city. We've done 15 cities across the world we've launched. The next 15 cities, if I have my way, will be done by this December, so this financial year. I hope we are able to replicate every 6 months, establishing 15 more cities. 2,400 already members. With each city being added, another 100, 150 get added. So finally, in 5 years, we'll be having 16,000 knowledge domains. I mean, domain brains, and that is incredible. So that's the kind of power of DLC. We've been touted to be a unicorn. If the cash flows happen and the number of members that we plan to onboard, I don't know. Destiny will tell whether it's a unicorn, PepsiCon, NoCon. I'm not really excited with that. Of course, it'll be great if you are able to replicate what Nakul has done and be one of the largest ones. But Nakul, you're very inspiring, and so is all my forum members. So I think there is a bright future. There is a problem we are solving that the world is acknowledging and resonating, and there is no looking back from this. This is everything to me. I've decided to spend my 95% of the time into this. It's exciting. I'm itching to go to New York, do this physical event, talk to people there and understand what's happening there and the rest of the world.
How do you justify the $4,000 annual fee?
It's peanuts.
Okay,
so let me tell you.
For a small business owner like me, it's not.
So let me put the perspective correct. We are not elitist by nature, we are democratic. 600 content pieces are going to be put up on YouTube for free. A small business owner doesn't need to become a member, but can consume all the knowledge. So that's the differentiating factor. Our mindset is democratic. When the small business owner comes and arrives at some point in life, qualifies for our membership, they are more than welcome. And $4,000 is a peanut amount for an entrepreneur who is going to gain so much and many times over. I can't put a value to it, but believe you me, the value will be multiples of $4,000, and it all depends upon the member how they use it. Like I said, the only thing I'm against is somebody who wants to do frivolous networking. We are going to come down heavily. Everything else, we are here to support our community and build one of the most strongest, powerful communities in the world, which can move a lot of things, including legislation. So there, you have the power. Our BFSI committee consists of the most powerful 150 people within India and globally. Imagine the power of 150 fantastic brains who are at the pinnacle of their careers.
How did you ever get the very first idea of DLC? The very first thought which came in your mind that there should be something like DLC overnight?
So it's been brewing at the back of my mind, but I've been running at such a frantic pace that I would never have had the time to sit down and do this. Because of the lockdown, for the first time in my life, I started working from the age of 19. I got a chance to take a step back and say, what the hell is happening? And hospitality shutdown was a shocker. So I was completely Vela. And I thought I'm going to be Vela for a long time. It didn't last long though, but that was the time I took the opportunity of making sure I do my research. For me, everything begins with deep-rooted research. Oodles and oodles of research. We spend excessive amount of time, 90% of our time doing research, 10% of our time implementing. So that was the first time, 2020. I think 2020 May was the first meeting in my office with my staff, and then Percy, and then Berman, and so on and so forth, and my forum. I can't tell you the number of people who come forth to help us. This platform would have never reached where it has reached hadn't it been for multiple people together who supported us unflinchingly and trust us. Thanks. Okay,
Could I have, sorry, Jimmy, if I could have the last question. What my DLC is doing for the wine culture in my country, in India?
So we have wine, spirits and cigars as a committee, just as we have fashion and stylizing, watches, jewelry, events, so on and so forth, 13 business committees. And we also have CSR, philanthropy, happiness means a lot to us for mental health. So that these committees, the only mandate of inviting men and women of eminence with domain expertise is so that we unleash the power of that knowledge for the greater good of entrepreneurs, professionals and young leaders. Thank you all, love you all for coming here and supporting me. Burman, I appreciate you spending your birthday with us over here. I also have to thank my early backers and investors, people who've really reposed their trust and faith in me. We've got Sanjay, we've got Kevin, we've got Mr. BK Soni, we've got so many of them. And it is these people who have made me and DLC what we are today. I'm eternally grateful. Love you all. Thank you. Jai Hind.